I want to welcome you to our general meeting for March 2024. We can hardly believe it's already March, and it came in like a lion, and we hope it goes out like a lamb, right? Okay, I am your Commodore, Sally Cohen.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh.
Not me. Jim Nakashima, where are you? Would you lead us in the pledge?
Who?
You.
Me? Oh!
Please.
Please stand, hands over your heart if you're military, and covered, you can salute. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Jim is still working on our little speaker back here, but we're getting rolling. I want to introduce our flag officers. Lori, where are you? Coming? Okay, thank you. I know those cookies are so tempting. I'm still looking at them. Okay.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Sorry.
I'm not disconnected, I hope. Okay, our flag officers for 2024. The officer overseeing and responsible for everything inside the clubhouse. Vice Commodore Mardell Gardner. The officer overseeing and leading everything outside of the clubhouse. Rear Commodore Lori Morrell. And our junior staff Commodore Laura Ellsworth. Come please stand up. Where she is. Okay, thank you very much. I am pleased to recognize our Commodores from the past. We call them staff Commodores. And if I miss anybody, please raise your hand. Donna and Dwight Reed, I should say, and Donna, thank you. John Caldwell. 2020, Laura Ellsworth. Who's over here? Oh, sorry, I didn't, okay.
1985.
Yes, Jim Wolford and Joan, please. Wow, that's great. Okay, Joe Negron isn't here, I don't see. Okay, 2022, Jim Nakashima and Robbie. You know, it takes a huge team of our volunteers to get everything done in this club, and we're already rolling right along. The Spring Fling is a really good example of a huge effort on our volunteer team. It was a wonderful weekend. I'm going now to go on to our appointed officers. I'm only reading the names of those who are present. Secretary Chrissy Neal, please stand. Treasurer Fraser Scott. Port Captain Miguel Corelli. Also Fleet Captain Miguel Corelli. Judge Advocate Alita Peacock. Our Fleet Surgeon Maria Davier. Come on, Maria, there you are. John Schroeder, you're not here, okay. Don't see you. Okay, next is our Board of Directors. Second term, Ed Camille. There you are. Peter Neal. Christy Bowman. Stand up. First term, Troy Bakken. Miguel Corelli. Maria Davier. There you are. Okay, I'm going on to our wonderful chair positions. We couldn't do without our leadership team doing so much for our club. Our assistant race chairman, Terry Hanna. Here. House and facilities, Rusty Eddy, are you? There you are, with your hat, good, thank you. IT, video, and AV, and network, and just all of the more complicated things, including this microphone. Peter Neal, Ed Camille, Mike Jutta, who just volunteered to do some of our AV stuff, is not here. They worked hard. Okay, webmaster, Troy Bakken. Anytime we sign into the web and we can't get registered, we call Troy. Okay, the cruise chairperson is Lori Morrell. But remember, we have a lot of people chairing our cruises, and they do a lot of work for every single cruise. Seabell's co-chair, Cindy Jensen, right, and Janice Diego. There you are. Bow line editor, Cher Mahoney. Social events and our party chair, Maria Davier. Membership chair, Chrissy Neal. Food captain, Diana Bakken. Ship store, a committee, a big committee, and Donna Reed. Thank you, Donna. Plus others helping. Okay, now our events and club rentals, very important to the club. Chrissy Bowman. And our whaler captain is Ken Sykes. I know you're here, Ken. You were. I know your wife is sitting right there. It's wonderful that we have so many of you stepping up to help us get things done. And this year we're doing a lot of leadership in teams. So we set up something like our membership committee, brand new this year, and we have a lot of people on it. And that helps us to get new ideas and also to make the membership program run smoothly. Our club is off to a really good start, and all of us have been busy. I hope you attended our spring fling this past weekend. That was really a lot of fun, and I know I had so much food that I'm back on my diet this week. Thank you, Diana Bakken and Robin Jen, please, for organizing this event. Also, all of the volunteers who stepped up to work the bar when we needed. Oh, we have a little door chime. Somebody's coming in. That's okay. But anyway, back to our volunteers. We couldn't do these events without you. Thank you. So far this year, our committees are meeting, and a lot of them are being formed. We also have a brand new suggestion box right next to the front door. So please fill in the little slips that are there with your suggestions on how we could do things better, or things that you've seen that might need some improvement. We're looking for positive comment, please. Thank you. And ideas to improve the club. It's wonderful, because a lot of the ideas that happened last year, we just got rolling with our kitchen and other stuff, and now we're still going forward, and that's how we want to be. Also, we are working on the kitchen fire suppression system and the hood, which is required now by our landlord's insurance company. And I want to thank Troy Bakken for leading this charge to get this done, and also Walt Simmons, who isn't here. Thank you, Troy. And happy news. When we sit down in our chairs sometimes, we look to the side, we sit down gently, wonder if it's going to hold us. And several times, I know I've caught myself, something snagged and I'm dragging a chair along with me. But anyway, our new chairs have been ordered, and I know Mardell will talk about this in a few minutes. You can still place your order though online for chairs. remember, there are two types, arms and no arms. So it's great because we have already ordered quite a few of them. And it'll take a few months to get here. It'll make a tremendous difference in our club. Okay, Peggy, Jamil is coordinating, our volunteers to help with our project and also events. So, if you wanna have some fun in the club, volunteer to help on something. It doesn't have to be, 4 or 5 days of work, or maybe a year of work, like Peter. How are you, Peter? But it's great to have all that spirit behind us, because that's how we get a lot of our ideas for our parties and everything else. I'm so pleased with the start of this year. I got a little bit behind because I had a little bit of a health problem, but I'm okay. So I'm moving ahead. Okay, I wanna give our, now I'm editor, would you stand up please, Sheriff Mahoney? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sheriff, oh, hi.
Hey, rung the bell.
Ding dong. Sheriff, that addition was absolutely, everything in it, there's so much information, so thank you, okay? It's going out to every member in your village, so take some time to look at it. Okay, onward, Rwanda. Where are you, Rwanda? There you are. Would you come up and introduce our new members, please? You have to get real close to the microphone.
What's wrong with that?
Well, we haven't figured it out yet, but we're working on it.
Go right ahead.
I don't even want to speak it. Come on, you've got a good loud voice.
So off.
Okay, oh,
Sorry.
that's the best we can do.
Yes.
That's it. Get close to it, Rwanda.
Talk right in the end of it.
Okay, here we go. Anybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I would first like to start with a couple, where'd she go? Okay, I won't start with you, never mind. Okay. I'd like to introduce you to Smith, and I'm having a hard time with your name, but it's like Blabzar?
Yeah, pop star.
Okay, so come on up anyway, and you can pronounce your name a little. And so, in a loud voice, tell us about yourself.
Try my level best. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
It's good evening. My name is Smith Bhavsar. I'm actually from India. I moved here to do my master's in electrical engineering to San Jose, and I graduated in 2013. Since working in Broadcom Corp, I'm married, have 2 kids, 2 girls, 6 and 4. And I love sailing and any activity on the ocean. I started off with just kayaking and paddleboarding, and then moved on to sailing. Been sailing since last 2 years. I have a Catalina Capri 14 that I usually bring out in City Beach. And yeah, that's about it. And I'd like to be a crew member for now for the races with anyone who has an opening before I start getting my board in here. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Smith. Yeah, anybody is looking for crew, we'd like to learn more about racing and so forth. So please come and talk to him sometime tonight, that'd be wonderful. Okay, next let's have Sean and Danielle. Okay, so Sean, would you like to start? Tell us what you do and tell us about your boat, okay?
My name's Sean Goldberg. My wife, Danny, she goes by Danielle. We've been married for 35 years, have 3 kids, 3 grandkids. We've been sailing for about 14 years, something like that. Our first boat was a 26-foot Lancer, and I should have stuck with it, and instead we decided to get so we currently have a 1955 Stevens. It's a wood racing boat out of Stockton. So we've been in the shipyard for more than a year and redid the.
Welcome to boating.
So, yeah, it basically starts, my name is Sean and I have a voting problem.
Hi, Sean.
So we were over in Shoreline for the last 14 years, and about a month ago we moved over here. So we're about, I don't know, 100 yards off the dock here. Yeah. So we saw your guys' nice place up here and decided to come up and check it out. I'd like to start racing. We've done some racing, but basically mostly cruising, Catalina, and mostly to Newport to the shipyard.
You have something to add to that? No? Yeah?
No, not really.
Okay.
I just hope on the boat.
Please
stay up there.
Stay up. Okay, so, you're back. Okay.
It's Hoyt.
Last month,
Saucy lady.
Tim and Tina were not able to come to the general meeting, and so they're here tonight. So I'd like to introduce them, and they were here for the last weekend and had a great time at Spring Fling. So if you folks come up, please, and tell us about you a little bit. And Tim has a very, very interesting job, so be sure to tell us about your job.
Hi, I'm Tim, my wife Tina. Let's see, we too have a voting problem. We got into voting about 3 years ago with Project Vote, and it's a 1979 Sea Ray that needed a lot of work, and we've done a lot of work to it. It's been a lot of fun and kind of a really neat project for us. Gets us out on the water, doing the stuff we love to do. So we like heading over to the island and hanging out on the boat and having a great time. And then we found this place, and we were over here having some cocktails, and we kind of heard some fun going on up here and said we want to do that too, and came by and met the right people and got it. So as far as my job, I'm a captain on a fireboat down in the port, and it's a job. And that's all I got. Thank you guys. We've been to a couple functions so far, and we've really had a great time. So thank you guys. It's been a great addition to our lives. So thank you guys.
Thank
We have 2 other new members. They were supposed to be, they're both canceled today. Larry and Julie Katz were able to come tonight, and they said that they will probably be able to come on Saturday. I told them all about Saturday night and so forth, so they might be here Saturday night. So if you see them, please welcome them. Also Eric Howe and Danielle Alstrup, and they purchased Joni and Don's boat. And so I know you're familiar with them and their boat, and they're the new owners of that boat. And they may also be here on Saturday night. So a round of applause and a picture. And
if you guys can squeeze in, these are the instructions. Chin up, shoulders down, and
all get together. Come on.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes, Donna.
Chin up, smile big. I'm your mom. Thank you.
Thanks, Donna.
Good job, Ro.
Is that too silly for you?
Thank you, Rwanda. Great job on our membership committee. Chrissy Neal, thank you for leading our committee this year. And my gosh, those meetings are so much that gets done. I don't know how you do it, but you do it well. Thank you. Okay, onward. Too many papers. Okay, seatbelts. Cindy and Janice, come on up and tell us all about your activity. Also, Andrea, blood drive. Sorry, help yourself. You have to get kind of close. Oh, she does. You're gonna do fine.
Okay, ladies, let's have a picture first. So I can get back to my wine.
I think we'll start with Andrea. Oh, here we go.
Hello, I'm Andrea Reed. Big welcome to all the new members. I want you to know who I am, so that when I call you and ask you if you'd like to donate blood, you'll know who is this lady. That's me, my blood. We have, our next blood drive is March 20th. It's a Wednesday. And I've only got one spot left. It's all filled up. So thank you to everybody for your participation.
Okay, for our new members, the Seabells is the ladies group here in the club. And we meet once a month and have lunch together. We usually have about 20, 25 ladies that come. It's a great time. We visit and talk and share stories, and you know, it's really a great way to get to know people. We also support the club in any way we can with the functions that are going on here. Our next luncheon is March 13th. Oh. A week from Wednesday. A week from today, we choose tomorrow. At Lucille's on 2nd Street, so if you're interested, it will be in the scuttlebutt, I think on Wednesday. I did put it on Facebook tonight. Melanie Wallner is the one who has planned it, and she'll be taking RSVPs. And the other thing we just wanted to bring up is still a little early, but opening day is coming up in May. And as you know, the big part of the Seabells is getting all the appetizers. So just be watching for our emails and our requests for food for that day, and also help in getting things done. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much.
And thank you both for doing Seabells again this year. Bravo! Okay, next, our Vice Commodore, Mardell Gardner, will tell us all about the house for this month and what's coming up on the horizon.
Thank you, Sally. Welcome, new members. February was a very busy month. We had over 34 events. I kind of was curious, went through and counted registrations and our events. We had about 1,800 people in 1 month in and out the door, so we get very busy. Yeah, we're getting busier with our rentals, with our meals, with our activities. That's a lot of people sitting in the chairs. Sally brought up the chairs. We are almost there. We have had 70 chairs purchased. We need 30 more to go. You can get on the website, just like registering for an event. It's very easy, and either donate a little bit of money or purchase a chair, and we can get those going and get these here. We've had many house fixes in the last month with the roof. We have painting underway. The defib has been hung. Maria will talk about that, and she will be having a class on how to use that. If you need a defibrillator up here, it's located out in the foyer by the men's bathroom. Hopefully we don't have to use it, but we'll be trained on it. The kitchen survey has been compiled. Peter put many hours into this. Thank you, Peter. I've got a copy of it. We're gonna put it together and probably post it next week for our members to review about the kitchen and the food program. And it was a good path forward to look at what we need to do to progress that in our club. It's a good part of our club, and we want to tighten it up so our members are happy with what they're receiving. If you have a special diet or special menu, I've talked to the chef. If there's something on the menu that you don't care for but wanna come anyway, we are going to have kind of what's called a hidden menu. We'll always have a steak or a salmon steak available that she can cook up for you, and you can, get that along with all of your sides. The salad bar is coming back, so we'll start that in the spring with lots of proteins and vegetable selections. Explore Sundays is coming up, and I wanted Maria to come up and talk about some of the social events coming up.
Hello, hello. Okay, so as social chair, I've got a two-part job. I book events for either a Friday night or a Saturday night entertainment. We typically have entertainment on one of those nights, if not both. It typically starts 7 p.m. after dinner. This Friday, we have a piano player. We're very, very excited to debut here, so that'll be a lot of fun. Again, starting 7 p.m. after dinner. And then Saturday night, we have trivia by our one and only Chrissy Neal, which is always very, very well attended. She's famous for her fantastic trivia. But we did a paint and sip recently, we have bingo coming up, we have a wine tasting coming up, we have bands, we have something for everyone. So it's really, really kind of exciting to come and enjoy the club with some entertainment. We have parties. So on most of the tables, I was able to put our St. Patty's Day party. So it is coming up not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We've got drink specials, beer pong tournament games. Our reigning beer pong champions are right here at that back table. We got Sean and Ryan. They're hungry for a second win, so please come and play. Currently, they're undefeated, but we've only done one beer pong tournament, so they're hungry for a second win. But tickets are $40 each. If Irish food is not your thing and you just want to come for the entertainment, no judgment, it's $20 a piece. But please come and enjoy your club. It'll be a lot of fun. And then as the fleet surgeon, we have a Medical Explorer Sunday coming up this current Sunday. It's myself, Brad Bergeron, Colleen, and Ed Woolley. We're gonna speak about boating medical emergency survivals, tips, and tricks. Please bring your first aid kits. We can make recommendations on things that it's missing or things that it has. And where there'll be first aid kits for purchase in case if your boat doesn't have one or if you want an updated one. The seminar is free to attend. The first aid kits are $5 a piece. And like Mardell said, we have our AED, our brand new AED that was just installed right outside the men's bathroom, right around the corner right there. And hopefully, God willing, we never have to use it. But in case if it does, it is. In case if we do need to, it is there. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Also on your table is more seminars coming up for Explorer Sundays. If you don't know what the Explorer Sunday is, we open the bar early and we have a guest speaker in here starting at 4 o'clock, which goes right into Grill Your Own. Starting next month, you'll be getting a call from me, and hopefully we got Pop Tops coming up, and I need Thursday grillers. So please look at your calendar, let me know what Thursdays you're available. It's very fun when the sailors come in, and we get about 80 people up here, and I need a team of a couple or 2 people to help grill the burgers on Thursday nights. That goes from the first Thursday in May to the last Thursday in August, and it's a very fun evening. And that's all I have. So thank you.
Now, we don't want to forget about our water activities, because that's what our club is all about, a yacht club, right?
Yes.
Okay, our next Commodore is Rear Commodore Lori Burrell, who's going to tell us all about water activities and have her team give some reports.
Okay, hi, I'm Lori Merrill, and I'm your Rear Commodore this year. First thing I'm gonna do is call up our Admiral Splash. Now, I know he likes to get out early. So, what the newer people may not know is Admiral Splash is here to tell you, to give you a good lesson of what not to do when you're out on the water boating. And we have a lot of fun with it, and he's got a story, so here we go.
Thank you, Lori. First of all, for you new members, am I coming across okay? For the new members, I just want to explain that my job is not to make fun of anybody. I would never do that. It is to allow people that have misfortunes to explain it to the rest of us so that others might not have the same misfortune. So I was really disappointed this weekend. I mean, the weather did not cooperate. We did not get our dinghy cruise, and that is often neat for Captain Splash, but we didn't have it. So I looked around and I decided that I would use my podium tonight for something a little different. This week, this coming weekend is the Academy Awards. Now that has nothing to do with the yacht club, but it got me thinking about how I could use this as to give awards to members here. So first of all, I'd like to say, how many of you were involved in this week's festivities, the staycation? It was great. Loved it. Thank you very much for those who took care of that. How about the band on Sunday? Was that great? Yeah. Great. I sat there and watched. I didn't dance a bit, much to my wife's chagrin. Who here danced with Ernie when we was the only man on the floor? How many women danced with Ernie? Stand, please. It is my responsibility to, as president of the Arts and Sciences of whatever, to give the 2024 Ernest Wallner Awards to those who participate. Please come forward.
We all love Ernie. Does he have a shiner?
Everybody wants to dance.
Okay, I think we do need a picture here. This is a rather unique situation. We've never done this before. But heretofore, these will not be called the Ernest Wallner Awards. They'll just be called the Ernies. Now, although you're all recipients of the award, you're not allowed to speak because we don't have enough time.
Thank you, Admiral Splash. Okay, first of all, thank you for that. Ernie is a fantastic dancer and so much fun. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the racing. Saturday Sailors is this Saturday, the 9th of March. And we have a good committee vote, and we're all set for that. The last Saturday Sailors is Saturday the 23rd. We are seeking a committee vote. For some of our newer people, a committee vote. You don't have to know anything about the racing, you just need to know how to drive your boat. We all get on there and take it over, and you get to be in the middle of the race, and it's super exciting, and like I said, all you have to know is how to drive your boat and drop an anchor, and it's a great way to get to know everyone. And so if anyone is interested in a committee boat or being the committee boat on the 23rd, please get a hold of me. Then we have our Ensenada preview on 4/13, which is a practice race for our Newport to Ensenada race, which is April 26th through the 28th. Now our Newport to Ensenada race is a fantastic, it's a national race, or international actually race. It's a lot of fun, and if you want a fun trip down to Mexico in a beautiful hotel room, or in a beautiful hotel with all your good friends, that's a great way to go. We, for those that don't go on the boats, a lot of us caravan down there, and we usually stop and get some lobster and stuff like that on our way down, and it's a great time. And if anyone's interested in that, please let Joe Negron know that you would like a room, and It's a fantastic thing, it's a great time, and it's all about racing. So then Pop Top Thursdays start on May 2nd, and they are every Thursday until, help me out, Terry.
End of August.
The end of August, yeah, the end of August. I didn't write that one. So, that also is a really good time. For anybody wanting to help out with that, we have room on the finish line. We have room on the committee boats for people that want to learn about that. And it's a great time. And then everyone comes out and all the racers come back up and we have hamburgers and drinks and you get to watch the races on TV and everyone, talks. And it's a good way to get to know a lot of the racers and a good way to find a boat if you want to crew on it. I'm also going to implement a racer seeking crew and a crew seeking racers board. And then Ed is also going to put that up on the website so that we can coordinate those two, so that if anyone's seeking a crew or anyone's seeking a race boat, then you guys can coordinate, and that's a good way to get it done. Okay. So opening day is May 4th. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun, and we have a little boat parade through the harbor. So anyone that wants to join the boat parade, get on that boat and you decorate it up, and we go through the harbor and wave at everyone and have a great time. And so if anyone wants to join that, you're more than welcome to join our boat parade through the harbor and then come back for all the opening day festivities.
What is the theme this year?
The theme is May the 4th. Be with you.
Of course. Be with us. Yeah, it is.
Yes. So that's a great one. Let's see. Okay, so, and then we're having the Power Squadron. You all have flyers on your tables about the Power Squadron. And that is, on April 11th, we're having the Mariner's Compass, where you learn about, your compasses. Then we have Partner in Command on April 18th, which is an introduction to boating for people who need basic information, who may or may not have taken a boating course. And it's kind of help you learn how to assist your skipper in an emergency. So, and that's a really good course, and that's gonna be really well attended. It's $25, and it's really informative.
Where is it?
And then on April 25th, we have all about your VHF, DSC, Marine Radio, and it's a good time to learn about the calling, what to do in an emergency, the advantages over your cell phone, which may not be working, and all that, and that is also $25, and that is a really good course to attend as well. Okay, I'm moving into the cruising. Our first official cruise was the Spring Fling, which was fantastic, and I want to thank every single person that rolled up their sleeves and helped. We had a lot of new members that rolled up their sleeves and helped us here. Volunteering is the way to get to know people, and it was a fantastic weekend, even though we got rained out. And because we got rained out, we had to postpone our little dinghy cruise from boat to boat, our little drinking dinghy cruise, which Captain Splash usually gets a lot of stories out of. So our dinghy cruise, it was wrong in the scuttlebutt, but it's gonna be corrected, and it is March 17th at 1 p.m. And the dinghy cocktail cruise is at the end of Dock 19. So that's where we start, correct? Yes.
That's where you start
Yeah.
and get your map.
That's where we start, and we get our map, and then we go on from there, and it's a great time, a lot of fun. So everybody wants to do that, and then we'll all come back to the club and have our little Irish fling for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
okay. All right, then, our second and official away cruise is being hosted by Brendan Fraser Scott. It's our Avalon Group Golf Cruise to Avalon. It's golf, brunch off the back of the boats in your dinghies. And then Avalon's always a great time, it's always a lot of fun, and that's one that you really don't wanna miss. And like I said, cruising is a really fantastic way to get to know your club members on a whole different level outside of the club. All right, sorry, this is really long, I know. Then we have the Newport Cruise, which is May 24th through May 27th, Memorial Day. We go down there to Newport and tear it up. We take over their whole harbor, and it is a blast from start to finish. We are all filled up on slips. I believe there are still moorings available if you want to join that, or you can get in your car and come on down and join us for the day. And that is also a really nice cruise. Just because you didn't get a slip doesn't mean that you're not welcome to come. Okay, and there's a brunch on that, which I will announce later, because I'm still in the makings on that, so. Okay, June 7th, is our, through the 9th, is Isthmus Cruise. Tim and Tina Isaacson. Oh, sorry. They're, new members, and they're gonna come out, and they're gonna do a little bit of the hosting, and then I'm looking for another host that can help them out with that, and also participate in hosting so that we don't overwhelm them all at once. So that's a great time. We go out there to Isthmus, and it's just a really relaxed vacation and a lot of fun there. And then, let's see. Oh, somebody wrote Chuck is awesome on my paper here. All right, then one final thing I wanted to talk about. Our racing program, our sailboat racing is an awesome program, and we love it, and it's fantastic. But I do want to talk about maybe implementing some new ways to get people into the club. And one of the ideas I'm having is getting some hydrofoil racers in here, or hydrofoil racing and hydrofoil memberships. If anybody here knows anyone who does that, or anyone who's interested in that, or anyone that might be able to help me implement this program, I think it would bring in a lot of new people to the club. I do know that there's a lot of them out here that talked about that they want a place to go after they're out in the after they get out of the water until the traffic dies down. And I think we're gonna make maybe a separate membership for that. And so if anyone knows anyone who does that, please have them contact me. I'm also gonna go to where they sell them and contact the clubs as well to see what we can do about that. Okay, and I am gonna call up my fleet and port captain Q to discuss a few things. So here we go. Q.
Thank you very much. Somehow or another, I got appointed for both of these positions. But in all honesty, there's a lot of crossover. And one of the things that I do as port captain and fleet captain is to educate our fleet, promote our yacht club and our fleet with other yacht clubs, and finally to instill the spirit of yachtsmanship. And so we do that through 3 ways. One of the things that we're working on right now is compiling a list of our fleet. Can I see hands of anyone that owns a yacht here in the club? Okay, so before the night is out, if you have not already done so, I have some forms in the back which allows us to get your vessel information, things like your length, your beam, your power requirements, as well as your slip information. And if you're open to allowing us to offer your slip to visiting yacht clubs and other members and cruisers, that'll certainly help us in our reciprocal privileges with other yacht clubs. And so we have a sign up back there, and that will then also help us when we are trying to assign guests on vessels, things like sailing with the blind, and I can have a better idea of what your capacity is. When we're cruising, I have a better idea of what your power requirements are. So when we're doing slip assignments at other yacht clubs, it just helps cut through a lot of the questions. The other thing that we're working on is Bristol Boat. And can I see a hands on who has actually competed in the Bristol Boat Challenge? And who has won the Bristol Boat? Nice. Excellent, excellent. So, we have two of these this year, one for power and one for sail. And so we really kind of revamped the whole Bristol Yacht competition. This year, what I've done is I've partnered up with Newport Harbor Yacht Club and Balboa Yacht Club to actually get a little bit more of their judging criteria so that we can start raising the bar a little bit. Now, if you're interested in participating in that, I do have sign-up sheets in the back. It allows you to get more information. We'll have the judging criteria revamped and have those sheets available for everyone towards the end of this week. It's also a great roadmap to help you get your vessel ready for the season. Talks about things like all of the safety requirements that are required by American Boating and Yachting Council, safety requirements by the Coast Guard, the fact that you have to have your fire system recertified every year. These type of things that we've just kind of taken for granted through the years. So we'll have those criteria available for you. So if you're interested in just using it for your vessel, you're more than welcome to it. If you're interested in learning more or actually signing up, you can do so, and it's completely anonymous. I'm the only one that's gonna see who actually is competing. This year, we're gonna be using past Bristol boat winners to be the judges, because they know exactly what it took in order to win that flag.
Love it.
And I think that that'll also help even the playing field a little bit. So we have those back there, my little table. And lastly, fleet flags. Dana Maria, if you don't mind doing the honors? So this is our official fleet flag for Sylvie Yacht Club. These were designed for us. They spell SLBYC. You fly them off your antenna, your halyards, spreaders, what have you. And what this does is, we have these made and designed and made in order to help promote the club, help increase our awareness when we're cruising to other clubs at the island. And so, as we're cruising, love to see all of our yachts flying these. If you're interested, we're taking pre-orders. It was very, very successful last year. I think we sold 30 of these we had made. And we're taking orders again for this year. So love to see you fly those. I think that's really it. Just appreciate the opportunity to serve you guys. And if there's any questions that you have, please don't hesitate to reach out. Regarding the Bristol boat, if you're interested, I'm happy to also go out and do kind of a pre-inspection, courtesy inspection for you to kind of help give you some direction on where you may need some attention if you are looking to pursue Bristol boat. So, thank you so much.
Thank you for volunteering for this difficult job. Thank you. Okay, and then my final thing of the evening here for me is what some of you may not know is that we have a celebrity amongst us in this club, and it is Dan Hernandez, and he's famous for his fishing show. And we have on, where did I put it?
May 10th.
May 10th, Fishing with Dan, and I'm gonna call him up here to talk about the deep sea fishing trip with him. It's online, and you can sign up for that, and here we go.
Been a club member for, I don't know, close to 20 years, and this is my 38th year on television, so it's been a while. And we are gonna be having our second club fishing trip on May 10th, departing out of Pier Point Landing, right next to the aquarium here in Long Beach. Last year's trip went really well, and it went so well that we had, I don't know, 12 people on the waiting list. So this year got a much bigger boat, so we'll take up to 40 people. It's a great boat. It's the Enterprise out of Long Beach. So we're probably gonna end up fishing at Catalina Island. And if you don't have any fishing equipment, don't worry about it. It's all available for rental at the landing. The only thing you'll need is a fishing license. The boat has a hot galley, so hot breakfast, hot lunch, cold beers, cold soft drinks, all available on the boat. And all of you that sign up, you'll be getting emails from me before the trip, letting you know what to expect and things like that, tipping and all how that works. The spots are all available through the club's website. I'm gonna be hosting it. My film crew will be with me. You're gonna be on television. So this is your disclaimer. Don't want anybody pissed off that there's a TV crew on board, because this is for television. And for my TV show, we make everybody sign up on our website, because it says right there, by signing up, you're giving us permission to film you. So, I just want you to know, no surprises. It's a lot of fun. It's a great time to spend with club members outside of the building. And when you get off the boat, you don't have to clean it or anything, you get to go home with your clean fish, so that's always a nice thing. And as we get closer, I can go into more details. If you wanna see last year's trip, you can go to my YouTube channel, and I posted it so the club members could see it. It's on there, it's on a boat called the Gale Force. I don't know what the title of it is, but it's on there. There's like 2,000 videos on it. But it's on there, and you'll see the club members in there. So if anybody has any questions, we'd be glad to answer them. If not, good night, everybody.
Thank you, Rear Commodore Lori, and all of your team members who gave us a lot of information. And don't forget the classes, that's so important. I remember when Don and I first went over to Catalina, we got our boat, and everything we thought was working perfectly. The only problem was that the compass did not work. So we had quite a time. We made it over there, but that was before all the electronic stuff was available to help. So it's so important to have those boating classes and know what you're doing, and also being comfortable with what you're doing. Okay, we have sailing ships, Duffy ships, power ships. What's the most important thing that this club has? Friendships. Okay, we have some, Laura just came up and said there's some lemons available. Yeah, so please, I see these trees now, they're loaded down with all kinds of great fruit, hundreds of oranges, great. And we're thankful that the rains are kind of gone away, maybe for just a little while.
Until after tomorrow.
Till tomorrow. But I did get my car washed about 5 times, so this is good. Okay, is there, oh, wait, this concludes our March 2024 meeting. Don't forget to tip your bartenders, and also please remember, if you can, to bus your tables, help out. And is there a motion to adjourn the meeting? And a second, please.
Again.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all very much.
I took it at an and sent them to you. If you want to post them, I think it is better coming from you. Okay. I just think that it's, it's your, but I think that's your call to post all these pictures. Not me, it's just no, I don't. However, but you are the leader, and I think that it just comes off different when it comes from the leader.